Home at last. What a fantastic trip we had through the Pacific Northwest. A lot of adventure, a lot of fun, a lot of great places to explore. Hopefully, you've had a good time following us on our trip um, and have enjoyed some of the pictures and the stories. It's as we come home, it's always nice to come back to a place that's familiar, sights and sounds and smells, and it's a place that we call home. And it's good to be back home. I love the road, I love the adventure, and I could be out there for quite some time. But to see the excitement of my children as we drew closer and closer to home and finally arrived, it was sure a sweet sight to see them excited to be back to their place, their place of familiarity. I look at that in spiritual terms as we return home to our Father in heaven, that there too, though we've had this great adventure in the wilderness here in mortality, that we'll return home to Him excited, ready to be back in a place that's familiar to us, that we long for. Today was a lot of driving, a lot of driving. We woke up at the cabin, sweet little cabin, Immigrant State Park up in Oregon, right along the Oregon Trail. Passed by many Oregon Trail sites. We stopped at the Interpretive Center outside of Baker City, Oregon. And there we learned a little bit more about the Oregon Trail, the suffering and the loss that took place on that trail, the many people that crossed over. There was about 30,000 people that died coming over the trail, which was essentially 5 person per mile. They faced many hardships and had many decisions to make as they came out here. But it was a great opportunity for those who otherwise didn't have hope to come and find a place where they could find refuge and hope and be able to live the American dream. We had our own trip and trail back home. Certainly did it a lot faster than they ever could imagine. Many of those took 6 months to make the trek from Kansas City, Missouri to Oregon City. And a lot of sacrifice was made. They left a lot of their belongings behind, be it in Kansas City or somewhere along the trail. We can look to them in gratitude, both them and the pioneers and those that came across for the gold rush and those that migrated and grew this westward expansion and discovered this great land out here and have made it what it's become. America sure is a beautiful place. It's a place of sacrifice. It's a place of loss, but of joy and growth and progression. Hopefully we can maintain those values and principles and do it righteously. Home we are, and look forward to keeping this going. Hopefully I still have some adventures and stories to share through my mundane day-to-day, but it's been a great adventure over the last 12 days.